Okay, today let's unpack why it seems that abusive men are believed over the victim. And I want to look at that today under the stereotype of emotions because I think this piece is really telling. So, brains, men's brains, women's brains, they're the same. There's nothing different about our wiring or how our brains work. What's different is the social scripts that we've come to believe about men's brains versus women's brains. So, in the area of emotional research and study, what we see in the literature and what we see in a lot of the research that's been going on is that men and women express emotions at the same in the same way, in the same frequency. What's different has to do with how emotions are received by others. So if a man is expressing an emotion, strong emotion, he's viewed as expressing a condition or a state in the world or a state of being. When a woman is expressing emotion, she is looked at as being too emotional or too angry or something else along that line, which has to do more with her character than a condition, an issue in the world that she's talking about or some sort of condition. So for women, it becomes a personal attack. It becomes about our character. And for men, it just is a fact. It's just a state of being, and he's just expressing himself. So if we take this now, this piece of research and this information, and we look at it against what men can get away with who are abusive, and we maybe have that little charm feature that everybody thinks he's so likable and he's so charming. Well, that goes around, that fits with that stereotype. Men aren't stereotyped negatively for expressing emotion. It's a male thing, right? But women, if you're too emotional, or if you're an angry woman or a bitter woman or all of those kinds of things, we get labeled characterly instead of us just being able to naturally express emotions the way that we always do. So emotions, the way that we receive emotions in society and those social scripts have a lot to do with how men can get away with really egregious behaviors and women can't, because of course this is going to be a highly emotional situation. When you're trying to tell a pastor or a therapist or somebody like that, there's going to be emotion that comes across in it, and he's likely going to sit back there very calm and very collected and non-pulsed, and it's just going to look like you're just really worked up over something that's very insignificant, or it can make it look like you are making too big of a deal over this thing. So if you're struggling with this and you're in the situation that you are living in and you're trying to unpack how to interact in a way, how to tell your story, how to put emotion together and have it actually work for you instead of against you, come to Center for Peace. This is what we do at Center for Peace, www.cenfp.org.